Good afternoon, sir. Thank you so much for taking out time.
Good afternoon.
And we're very happy to have you with us, especially at Wave Summit 2025.
It's a
And
mela.
It's an absolute mela. So my first question to you is, the Wave Summit brings together diverse sectors, broadcasting, film, animation, gaming, music and digital. How do you foresee the convergence of these sectors influencing the future India's entertainment landscape?
Look around you. You will see the biggest convergence of creators in this country. These sort of summits used to happen in USA, Amsterdam, Singapore, Dubai. It's the first time this kind of a summit is happening in India and at this scale. And the participation that we are seeing from delegates, creators, broadcasters, studios, actors, performers, film directors, musicians, all those who have gathered here is perhaps for the first time. It's a great gathering of great minds. Convergence definitely will happen. Ideas are getting exchanged. There are over 100 sessions happening here. A lot of knowledge is being exchanged and a lot of new things we are discovering. I just discovered a startup which is using AI to cut a promo of a full-fledged movie based on a theme in 2-3 minutes with metadata, with everything. So the world is moving at a very fast pace in the world of media. And I'm glad that the government of India has recognized it and decided to hold this kind of a summit here.
Fantastic, sir. So that leads me to my second question. So Waves 2025 is aiming to position India as a global content powerhouse with a $50 billion vision by 2029. In your view, what are the key enablers that will drive this growth and this goal that the government of India has envisioned?
Creation does not happen just with funds. It happens with mind, free mind, a mind which is free to create, resources which are available to create. If the resources are available, the systems are such that the creators have no roadblocks, no hassles, all the kind of resources they require are available to them. Definitely India has the potential to be the global hub. Even now, biggest of the Hollywood productions are using Indian talent to process the films, to do VFX, to create music and everything else. But if we provide them the same standards, same kind of atmosphere, same kind of paraphernalia, resources that are available to them globally, definitely we will become a hub. And global hub, again I will say, is creators and their minds to create. They get an atmosphere to create, they'll get it, they'll do it.
Absolutely. So fantastic answer. So lastly, I'd like to ask you, you've been in the regional, television landscape and you've pioneered, so much of growth under your leadership. What is that one message or that turnaround point that you probably foresee in the regional, content space market, which encompasses both television as well as OTT platforms? Is there anything that you can predict?
Yeah. See, regional is now the new global. All innovation, everything is happening in regional. But we are moving now into an era where regions, countries, languages, all this is going to become secondary. Creation will be important. What have I created? The AI is going to turn it into any language that I want in real time. I make a movie, immediately I can dub it into any language of the world in the same actor's voice. I can now create animation series using Sora, Runway, FreePig, these kind of softwares. So big revolution is coming. First of all, this country globally also, the entire media business was based on ratings, especially for TV channels. Ratings were of only linear channels. Now with the digital advent, with the addressability, every DTH box, every cable box, every mobile phone is addressable now. The operator now knows who's watching what for how many minutes when. That data can be provided to a central ratings agency and content rating points can then replace TV rating points. The content is not going to be only on linear TV now. It will be content available on YouTube, on Jio, on Netflix, on my own OTT, direct streaming through any medium. As long as the ratings agencies can capture the data through API integrations and more such innovations, the economy for creators will change. Right now, the creators are dependent on channels to give them work, take their work and pay them as per their economy. Now, the creator will be able to create and monetize it themselves directly. Or even if they go through channels and this, they'll be able to demand the price based on the total viewership, not just TV viewership. So, a whole lot of changes are coming. The TRAI has recommended mandatory uplinking of TV channels through satellite to be abolished and cloud-based playouts, cloud-based signal delivery, fiber-based, broadband-based to be valid. All these are going to be revolutionary changes. When these changes happen, the entire creativity, creative hub, everything will change. Now, for example, a news channel will be having an expert sitting in Canada, one expert sitting in London, one in Delhi, one in Mumbai, and they'll all be discussing one single topic at one time. We used to do it using Fiverr and Live View and other technology. Now it is going to be very, very easy through cloud-based newsrooms, playouts, and a whole lot of innovation is going to happen. This scenario will change. Content which is good will rule.
Thank you, sir. So lastly, we at Exchange for Media, we've completed 25 years of our journey. Is there a message that you'd like to give us?
See, Exchange for Media's journey has been concurrent with my own journey. Anurag has been a dear friend, Naval, Ruhail. We've all been working like a team. So we don't see Exchange for Media as someone else's or something else. We see it as our own. So whatever they do, we try and chip in with whatever we can do, the ideas we can share, the creativity or the platforms that can be amalgamated together and expanded together. So it's one team.
Yeah. Thank you so much, sir. It was a pleasure talking to you.